So the first tip is to get a little bit more mobility in the internal hip rotation. So what happens is your hip is trying to internally rotate, and if you don't have enough mobility, that knee has to try and turn to make up for that. So what you need is some type of pillow or a pad and a golf club or something to support yourself. You're going to go down on your left knee. So we're going to work on this left hip here. So we're going to start with your foot straight out. Now we're going to gently, slowly take the foot across the body, but trying to keep the hips square. You're going to feel a stretch in that left hip, and then we're going to bring it back. So then we're going to bring it a little bit further the next time, really trying to keep your hips square. You'll feel a stretch in that side. Bring it back, and then we'll go even further if you can, trying to pull here, keep the hips as square as you can, and that's going to give you a good stretch. So you want to repeat that about halfway, and then all the way. So we got 3 different positions for that. And again, do that on both sides, and that's going to help your hips get more internal rotation. Sometimes the muscle on the outside of your leg, the TFL, gets tight, and it's really hard to stretch that muscle. One of the best things that you can do is use a foam roller. So what a foam roller does, it's kind of like a deep tissue massager that you can do on yourself. So what you want to do is you're going to lay on that side. You never want to hit the joint with the foam roller. So you're just going to go from right around your hip to just above your knee, and you're just going to go back and forth slowly. And if you feel it where it's really hurts or it's hard spot, just kind of sit on it for a couple seconds, and then you can turn your toe up, and then you can turn your toe down and try and get as much of that side of your leg as you can. That's going to help open up your hips and give you a little bit more mobility. This is the foam roller for the TFL. And then the last one is for the ankles. So if you find that you have tight ankles, and a good way to test that is put your hands between your knees and try and turn your feet out, and then turn your feet in. And make sure you keep your hands against your knees. So you're going to go out and then in. If that's hard either direction, it could mean that you have tightness in those 2 different directions of your feet. So what you're going to do is just continue this exercise. Go a little bit further if you can. I recommend doing it with your shoes on because it gives you a ridge to move over. And once you've tried to do that with your hands in between, try and do that without. And it gets a little bit more tough, but the ankles play a huge role in the way the whole body functions during the golf swing. So you want to make sure that you have ample mobility in your ankles. So if you have knee pain that you feel is caused by your golf swing, it's a good chance that your knee is trying to rotate when it's really not supposed to because of a limitation either in your hips or your ankles or in these outside muscles that are tight. So try one or try all 3 of those exercises and see how much it helps open up your hips and give you a better mobility in the backswing on your right side if you're right-handed and the downswing on your left side. Until next time, I'll see you again.